Well, here it is, the first ever video on rural resurrection. As I say, I have a face for radio and a voice for blogging. But we'll see how this goes. These first several videos are going to be quite tough. But I hope to get better with it soon. If you'd like to hear about these subjects that I ramble on about, hit that like button and subscribe. This January, Rural Resurrection is celebrating the 4th annual National Implementation Month. The concept for the month-long event came out of my earlier article entitled Implementation, the Lost Step in Comprehensive Planning. The article looked into how few comprehensive plans are utilized to their fullest extent. Why go through preparing a comp plan if you're not going to actually use it? But where do you start? One way of getting started is to find the low-hanging fruit. Most people know about the concept of low-hanging fruit, picking out those items that are easiest to get done and doing them. Grabbing that low-hanging fruit and completing those tasks help with a sense of accomplishment. They also help to show others that these plans aren't just dust collectors. You can build interest in getting other things done. So let's get started, shall we? We'll start with the comprehensive plan from the town of Pulaski. Pulaski is a town of just over 9,000 in Virginia. It lies about an hour and a half west of Winston-Salem. The first objective we'll look at is under the goal of facilitate revitalization of downtown. It states, work with partners to implement recommendations for downtown organization study. This objective falls underneath the kill two birds with one stone category. By working on implementing the downtown organization study, you're actually meeting the objective of the comprehensive plan. Also, it doesn't say that you have to implement all the actions of the downtown organization study. You just need to work with partners to get the ball rolling. Another goal in Pulaski's comp plan is to continue to maintain streets and thoroughfares. And underneath that goal is the objective of pursuing the Route 99 East Main Street Improvement Project, which is in the VDOT construction program. This is conceivably an easy one. What is typically the hardest part of the project, the funding, has been sorted out. It's in the DOT's construction program. That doesn't mean you can just sit back and put up your feet waiting for everything to happen. We all know that projects programmed in the DOT construction programs can get bumped back a few years or out entirely. You still have to be supportive of the project. There may also be actions on your end that still need to be completed as well. But if it's in the program, the possibility of meeting this objective is quite high. Next, we have the City of Union's comprehensive plan. Union is a city of over 10,000 that serves as the county seat for Franklin County, Missouri. It is located roughly 50 miles southwest of St. Louis. They approved this comp plan in just this past October, so they are just getting started on implementing it. One of Union's objectives is preserve and enhance the physical character of downtown Union's buildings, streets, and public spaces. And underneath there is a strategy called Encourage the Use of Street Furniture such as benches, waste containers, fountains, public art, information kiosks, and seasonal banners to help create a unified visual theme. First, note the word encourage. It doesn't specifically mean that the city needs to be the one installing the furniture. After a family of street furniture types is selected, the spec sheets can be added to a design guideline if you have one. The design review process provides an ideal time to encourage the use of street furniture in developments. You can also encourage just through the simple conversation with your local community foundation or other entity that may help improve the community image through installing street furniture in your downtown. Objective 3.2 in that same plan states seek out and nurture entrepreneurs and startup businesses. A strategy underneath that objective is develop marketing strategies for the reuse of vacant commercial buildings. It is rare that a government entity itself would do the marketing of private commercial buildings, but the city itself can be a catalyst to bring those real estate brokers together to discuss marketing strategies that can help reuse vacant buildings with their marketing. This can be as simple as a series of meetings with those stakeholders. The next strategy in that objective is to develop a new downtown mixed-use neighborhood zoning district to attract and facilitate retail and service businesses to existing underutilized residential buildings immediately surrounding the central business district. To implement this strategy, you only have to create a zoning district within your existing zoning ordinance. This can be a daunting task on its own, but there are consultants available that have a wide range of experience in creating downtown mixed-use districts. Hiring a consultant also pushes a good amount of the work onto someone else, so you can keep doing what you're supposed to be doing with your everyday activities without being distracted. Another objective in the Union Comprehensive Plan is to develop resources to maintain and improve neighborhood quality, safety, and character. Under that is the strategy 4.24 of investigate grants or financing assistance for home repairs and maintenance for all ages and income groups, being particularly sensitive to the needs of elderly and low-income homeowners. Once again, look for the keyword here, which is investigate. It doesn't mean you have to apply for every grant you find regarding home repairs or maintenance. It just means you need to look for those grants or other financial sources. But don't just look for them, document them. I found that an Excel spreadsheet is the best way to track grants and other financial resources for whatever project you're looking into. Now let's move on to another type of plan, a park plan. The city of Bozeman sits in southern Montana with a very picturesque mountainside setting. They completed a parks, recreation, open space, and trails plan in 2007. Number 2 goal of that plan is education. Within that goal is the objective to educate residents about the availability of recreation programs. This can be done through simple, regular social media postings. But don't just post a few words about the programs. Provide some pictures with some visual interest that brings attention to the post. The great thing about this objective is that it can be reused. Once you have a library of posts developed, they can be recycled and reused to generate interest in programs year after year. Goal number 6 is about usability. One objective underneath that goal is ensure that adequate amounts of parkland or cash in lieu are provided through the development process to meet the recreational needs of the community now and into the future. This is typically done through a change in the subdivision regulations. If there's language in your subdivision regulations about parkland dedication or cash in lieu transactions in relation to parkland, then you have the regulatory backing to ask for it whenever a developer comes in to plat a new development. There's language in subdivision regulations around the country in relation to adopting this language into your own regulations. It isn't too extensive and can be done relatively easily. The final objective we're looking into is underneath the goal number 8, predictability, which has the objective of provide standards for trail construction and maintenance. You're just providing the standards. This is something that your city engineer or your engineering consultant can dig up with relatively ease. It doesn't need to be extensive either. Just some basic guidelines for construction and maintenance of trails in your community. Thank you for checking out this video on implementing the low-hanging fruit of your comprehensive plan. If you liked it, hit the like button and subscribe for more. Thank you.